Orange County Registered Digital.
Hello and welcome to the first OC Varsity Gridiron Show of the new year of the 2014 season. I'm your host, Jonathan Camus. We're excited to be here. I'm alongside Steve Fryer and Dan Albano. We are going to talk about the #1 school in the land. We're over here. Why not, guys? It is Servite. Steve, why is Servite #1?
Well, they have so many excellent returning players, a bunch of all-league guys and all-county guys. It really starts at quarterback Travis Waller, fantastic two-way guys committed to Oregon. And then we've got Maurice Davison, who anchors a really good secondary. The line play looks solid again. They got great linebackers, Savage and Parcells. They got a good group of playmakers on both sides of football. Should be a lot of fun to see what happens with Servite.
And for more with the #1 team in the land, we caught up with the Friars earlier today.
For us right now, we're still that 6-6 team who's got to go out each week and prove something. Our expectations of one another, of ourselves, that's what drives us, and we expect to end #1, not start #1.
We have fantastic players on both sides of the ball. We go against each other every day, so everybody gets better one-on-one.
We have a lot of athletes everywhere. I mean, everybody's buying right now. Crazy depth chart. I mean, if one guy goes down, another guy's going to step up. But overall, I think we're very balanced, and we're going to do big things this year.
Well, let's stick with the Trinity League, guys. One of the best leagues in America, really. Is Servite actually favored to win this thing, too?
No, because they are in the same league with St. John Bosco, which is, a national champion last year. Bosco may not be as good as last year, but they were #1 in the whole gosh darn nation, so they're pretty deep and pretty solid football team over there. But this whole Trinity League from top to bottom, every team in this league might be better than they were last year, maybe not Bosco. Can you imagine that? As good as this league was last year, every team, all 6 teams were in the state top 25, top 50 rather, so it's really a solid league again.
That's a scary thought. Dan, if the Trinity League isn't the best, we all know it is the best league in Orange County, what's second best?
That's a good question. I think this year I'd probably give the edge to the Sunset League over the South Coast League. I think Sunset League has a really they're 5 deep. Well, we'd start with the defending champions, Edison. Then Los Alamitos, who I think has a chance to, they're my pick to win the league. And then you have Huntington Beach, defending CIF champion. Newport Harbor, they were in the Southwest Championship last season. And then you have Fountain Valley. And I think those 5 teams just are just a little bit deeper than what the South Coast League can offer. It's Sunset League's got 6 teams, so they're a little bit bigger league, gives them a little advantage. But I think Sunset League's my pick.
Finally, guys, what kind of themes do you think will prevail this season, whether it's teams trying to claw and make into the playoffs, teams fighting in different kind of divisions, or any kind of changes CIF made? What to expect in this 2014 season?
Well, one of the most interesting things is the participation limitation rule. So many hours you can go per week, and also the limits on contact. So many hours of full contact you can go to per week. Everybody, has to deal with these rules, so nobody's got really an advantage. But it's going to be interesting to see how this weighs in on the injury factor. Dan, as you know, the whole idea here is to limit the concussions, to put something of a lid on concussions, but I don't know because the kids aren't getting enough contact, enough work, and if there's going to be other kinds of injuries come through, if you don't have proper tackling technique, are we going to see clavicle and shoulder injuries? I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. Yeah, the concussion is a big deal, but I'd hate to see any kind of other injury come up and grow in volume because these kids didn't get enough practice time in.
Dan, what do you have to say?
Well, I agree with that, and I think it would be interesting to watch that at the freshman level. Those kids that haven't played a lot of tackle football and pads, and that could be interesting how that. But I think that's definitely a trend to watch. One thing I'm looking forward to in the Southern Division. Corona Del Mar is out of the Southern Division. They've been really ruling that division in CIF, and one of the interesting teams and leagues that's in there now is that new North Hills League, which is Brea, Linda, El Dorado, El El Medina, Canyon.
The L's, yeah.
Canyon. These guys, I think you got to really watch and pay attention to this league. You're going to see them highly ranked in this division, and give maybe Garden Grove and some other teams a challenge. But watch out for the North Hills League. They're from the old Century League. Doesn't exist anymore. Watch for these teams and see who comes out of that league, and see they're going to be CIF contenders.
Alrighty, our thanks to Steve Fryer and Dan Albano. I'm your host, Jonathan Camus. That wraps it up for week 0 of the OC Varsity Gridiron Show. And make sure to check out ocvarsity.com, where we've got you covered.
Orange County Register. We are here in the service of Orange County.